All right, we got a bad switch here. If you're Kevin Herter, I mean, you got to get underneath the screener immediately on this switch. That can't happen. All right, we got a down screen right here. If you're Kevin Herter, you got to get attached. You got to get your arms out. This player cannot be allowed to curl. He's got to go out so Harrison Barnes has time to get over the screen. That doesn't happen. Look at Harrison Barnes. There's no time to get over the screen. So now you can't guard this handoff. What is Kevin Herter doing? Why is he only seeing the ball? Why is he not in a defensive stance with his feet set? So, of course, Jaden McDaniels now gets this. Okay, I mean, again, this is a down screen right here. You're just going to have to go over this. Sabonis is going to have to get attached with his arms out so this player can't curl right off of it. I mean, if you're Kevin Herter, you cannot be going up the gut like this. You're just not going to be able to guard the ball. Okay, keep your feet set. Be in a defensive stance. Look at Kevin Herter right here. Look at him gamble towards this ball. So now he's not going to be able to guard Jaden McDaniels. Okay, it looks like the Kings are in drop coverage. If you're Domantas Sabonis, you're in drop coverage. You got to be in a defensive stance. You got to keep the ball in front of you. If this player turns the corner when you're in drop coverage, it is not going to end well. Hey, you got to get in a defensive stance with your feet set. Look at Harrison Barnes right here. Not in a defensive stance. Feet are not set. So look what happens. Now Jaden McDaniels can just get it and go right by you. Timberwolves set this ball screen. This player should not be in the paint. The backside help on Gobert's roll would come from right here. You need to be further out. Like, this is absurd. And now you're not going to be able to get out. Okay, so Harrison Barnes needs to just guard the ball right here. If you get screened and this player comes off the screen, then you switch. But Harrison Barnes is switching. There's been no screen yet. So now this player is going to have to switch, which he's not ready to do. And so we give up an open three. Again, if you're Trey Lyles and you want to be in the gaps, you got to have your feet set. Look at this. His feet are moving inward right there. That means you're not going to get outward and be able to guard Naz Reid. This forces a late switch, which Alex Len is not ready for. All right, Kings are in a zone. Sabonis can't be guarding nobody. All right? If this player is coming to take the ball, then Sabonis needs to get to the corner so this player can get up. Okay? But again, when somebody's guarding nobody, you're leaving someone. Okay, you have to have your feet set. This is everything right here. Your feet are. Look at Malik Monk. See how he's going inward right now as Anthony Edwards is fading to the corner? Like, now look. You're not. Anthony Edwards is about to catch this ball. Are you ready to guard Anthony Edwards? No. It's ridiculous. And now you're going to get blown by baseline. Again, so Harrison Barnes is angling this Timberwolves player this way. If you're Sabonis here, you got to get set up here in a defensive stance with your feet set. See, look at Sabonis. This is not good enough. Look at this. So your feet aren't set. So your feet are taking you this way. If your feet were set in a defensive stance, you'd be able to slide over here and take Gobert with some help in the gaps right here. But you have no ability to slide over to Gobert, and that's a problem. This Kings shot goes up in the air. Stop. So De'Aaron Fox cannot be just standing and staring. Neither can Kevin Herter. Neither can this Kings player. Like, if you're staring at the shot, get back. Because staring at the shot does nothing. And you can see everybody's just staring at the shot. And so now transition defense is a real problem. You have to communicate in transition here. De'Aaron Fox is not guarding Anthony Edwards here. He's just not. Okay? So this player's going to have to slide here and take the ball. That goes without saying. De'Aaron Fox got to come here. This player's got to. This was what has to happen. But you have to communicate all this. And there's clearly none of that going on. If you're Domantas Sabonis here, you've got to stay attached to your man. Okay? Rudy Gobert isn't setting a screen. But you're defending it like he did. See, you should be still here so Kevin Herter can stay here. But you're defending nothing, really. So now Herter's got to worry about Gobert, and now Kyle Anderson can get it and rip and go and have the opening for this jumper. Kings are in a zone. Rudy Gobert is in Domantas Sabonis' spot in the zone. So you can't be just not seeing Gobert. Like, as he comes up here, you got to get right with him. Battle for positioning. Like, look at Sabonis. That's not good enough. Like, now Gobert's catching this, and he has too much space. happened here? Where is the communication? I mean, Keegan Murray, did Domantas Sabonis say switch? It doesn't look like Keegan Murray heard that. So you got to say switch. You can never assume Keegan Murray's just switching. He's got to get underneath right away. Like this delayed switch right here, look, now Harrison Barnes got to step up and backside help, and so he can't focus on his man, Anthony Edwards, who can just get it and go right by him. Okay, so the Timberwolves run a ball screen. Why is Harrison Barnes in the middle of the paint? The backside help for this player's role comes from here. So this is ridiculous that you just left the corner for that. Okay, really bad transition defense from Kevin Huerter. The shot goes up, okay? There's the shot. So you should be sprinting back right now. Like, this little delay here is not great, okay? And then look, then why'd you slow down just there too? So all of that, you should be easily ahead of the ball. If you're in drop coverage here and you're Alex Lenz, you have got to keep the ball in front of you. Jordan McLaughlin cannot turn the corner on you in drop coverage. Look at, just turn the corner. Trouble. Okay, so this is a pick and pop out of drop coverage. Stop. So this player, when this Trey Lyles is not getting over here. Okay, so this player is going to have to rotate over to Naz Reid. Alex Len will have to move up here, and Trey Lyles will have to go here. But you got to rotate all the way. Like, what is this Kings player doing? So if this ball screen is being set this way, stop. Okay, Rudy Gobert has no backside help when he rolls. So Harrison Barnes is going to have to drop. Okay, because you're going to have to get in the gaps here. This player, when he comes this way, you got to stunt, keep your feet set in a defensive stance, recover. But see, Sabonis can't really guard the ball here. He's got to stay back to Gobert because there's no backside help, and now this is just too easy. Come on, don't lean towards the screen early. Look at that. You're just going to get beat the other way. That is absurdly bad defense. Anytime you're running drop coverage, Sabonis has to keep the ball in front of him. If this player turns the corner on Sabonis, you are in a lot of trouble. Turns the corner, lots of trouble. Kings player has no chance of guarding Anthony Edwards like this. He just doesn't. So, okay, so we have a double team coming right here. So if this double comes, obviously this player has to slide here, but what are Harrison Barnes and De'Aaron Fox doing? They've got to be ready to, don't look at the ball, be ready to rotate. When this pass is made, you got to rotate here. When this pass is made, you got to rotate here. Same thing with this player here. You can't be late, and they are really late.